Getting that feedback can be a real emotional boost and help me keep going. So, luckily I have a number of reasons to be happy to be in Los Angeles, to see some old friends at the conference who I haven't seen for a while, to meet some great new people like Luke, and also to see some friends from college and other points in my life that are in town. So, being here gives me a chance to learn more, to have people learn more about me and what we're trying to do, and to get FaceTime with people who, are being across the country and being very busy is really valuable. Spending that time in person with people to have a chat, to have a cup of coffee or whatever it is, can be immeasurably helpful in moving things along.
So what were some of the highlights of Limud LA for you?
Well, sort of being like an expert, I guess, on global Limuds, having been to 3 in all sorts of different neighborhoods. I think that the Limud LA team did a phenomenal job in their first year of operation. For those of you who don't know, it's almost entirely volunteer run. To throw together a conference for 700 people over 3 days that's scheduled from 7:30 in the morning till 2 o'clock in the morning the next day for 3 days straight, and to have it go virtually flawlessly was unbelievable. And I think that the Limud model, being pluralistically based and being about mutual understanding and valuing each other's backgrounds and perspectives, really fits organically very well with the community in Los Angeles. And maybe it's a West Coast thing. I'm a New Yorker, but the vibe in Los Angeles really, I thought, was a great fit for Limud, and I think it's going to be a great and exciting thing to see it develop over the next coming years. My favorite part, as always with these things, is it's the caliber of the people that are there and the excitement they have about learning and about learning about each other and about their commitment, whatever it may be, to the Jewish community or Jewish knowledge or whatever. I find it really inspiring and really refreshing to know that there's so many people out there willing to take their time and their money and put it into a communal effort to really learn more and get to know each other.
So how long is your documentary? What's it called and how can we see it?
Well, the documentary is called, it's part of the Jerusalem Project. Right now the name is Reality, and it's not packaged for distribution, but in the meantime you can go to a website, jewishreconnectionproject.com. You can see some short clips of that, and you can click on an email address and email me there. You can reach me at todd.schechter@chattheplanet.com or todd@jewishreconnectionproject.com. There's a lot of websites. If you Google me, you can find me very easily as well. And write me an email and let me know that you're interested, and I'll find a way to make sure that you can get a copy.
How long did you spend on the actual documentary? How many people did you interview and how did you find them?
So the process with producing the half-hour documentary program, the pilot for the Jerusalem Project, took place in stages. The original idea started in 2005 while I was working for a company called Chat the Planet, and I was asked to produce a series of programs about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And when I was asked to produce that, I started analyzing the situation, and it was determined that the best way to really approach that project in a new way was to do it by separating out the different stories, to do a conversation about what it means to be Jewish and what it means to be Israeli, why do these issues matter so much to them, and to do the same for an equivalent number of participants on the Palestinian, American, Muslim, and Arab sides. And it's in producing the first portion of that that a lot of this project came to life in the first place. But we started filming in summer of 2006, ended up filming during the Lebanon War, which added a bunch of challenges to the production process. And then after shooting, there was some delay before editing was completed. So,
were you on the front lines in the fight with Al Qaeda in Lebanon?
In spirit, I'd like to say that many of us were there on the front lines, but practically speaking, we were more like back in the barracks, because what happened was the whole international media descended to the north of Israel and rented all the production equipment from every production house you can imagine. So, not only that, but our cast members, our original Israeli cast members, were called into the reserves and sent up to fight in the war. So we had to scramble to find new cast members and get new equipment. Our video conferencing technology was stuck in customs, and it was just like a real a difficulty last minute in terms of producing the program.
Okay, cool. Thank you, young man.
You're most welcome. Thank you.